Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with a 350 cost rated match here in the Gundam ground type gym head. We're going to be on Mountain for this match here, and the gym head is a suit that I have been wanting to talk about for quite a while now. Really since it came out for limited missions, it became more widely available. And I had some good matches that I wanted to use with both the level 1 and 2 version of the suit. But really just the issue at the time is that after I had gotten those initial matches, 350 and 400 really hadn't appeared when I was playing for a while, so couldn't get any more matches with the suits, and I didn't want to make a video on a suit that I had only played 2 matches with, one at each cost. So, eventually 400 and 350, they both became more available, and now I feel a lot more comfortable kind of talking about this suit since I've been able to try it a bit more, and I feel like my sort of thoughts on this suit are a bit more solid than they were initially, which even then when I initially played this suit, I already had some very positive opinions on it, so sorry going to tell you what kind of video this is going to be, but yeah, really positive outlook here on the Gundam ground type gym head. And yeah, I'll do a quick rundown of the suit here. The Gundam ground type gym head is a 350 to 400 cost raid. You have a pretty decent kit of weapons here. For your main weapon, you can either use the rocket launcher or the 100mm machine gun. You have the beam saber prototype as your sub-weapon, which is the same beam saber that many of the Gundam ground type variants use. For the secondary weapons, you have a chest Vulcan and a flash grenade, both of which I think are the exact same as the regular Gundam ground type. At least as far as I can tell, I don't think there's any major differences between the weapons between these suits. But you also have a beam rifle as a sub-weapon as well, which I think is really nice for the gym head here. And then you have the ground type shield on the left arm, which does pair with some skills that you have, which is going to take us to the skills. The skills I want to highlight for this suit is that you do have Emergency Evasion System level 1 and Maneuver Armor level 1. You also have Melee Combo Control level 1, which means you have 2 melee swings with the beam saber. And then you have 3 skills that are attached to, not 3 skills, but 2 shields. I'm already butchering this. You have 2 skills that are attached to the shield, and a 3rd skill that also kind of plays into it. So you have Enhanced Tackle level 3, and on top of that you have Shield Tackle level 1, and then you also have Shield Break Stance Mastery, so you won't get stunned if your shield is destroyed. And I don't remember if I get a tackle during this match that just does damage, but I would assume with Enhanced Tackle level 3 and Shield Tackle that it would do a pretty decent amount of damage if I had to guess. I guess we'll see at some point in this video if I get a tackle off on anybody that isn't necessarily a counter. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to highlight for the Gundam ground type gym head here, and yeah, I've really been enjoying this suit. I think it's not really just a fun suit, I think it's actually pretty decent for what it is, which is not really what I was expecting with the gym head here, especially at both costs too. Like, this isn't just something that's limited to the 350 cost version. A lot of the positives I have to say about this suit also apply to the level 2 at 400 as well, and yeah, it really falls under the category for me of a raid that's in a general's body. So kind of like a suit like the Jim Quell, I feel like. I've always felt that with the Jim Quell and a few other suits as well that are raids, but they really feel like they should be more like generals, or they play very similarly to generals. And I think that's especially true for the gym head here. I feel like the suit, at least from my memories playing the Gundam ground type, it does feel pretty similar to that suit, with really the main difference being that you have more raid-centered skills, and you also have a beam rifle as a sub-weapon. And I think this version being the raid does make sense since, when you look at the OA MS team suits, they typically are generals and supports when it comes to the Gundam ground types and the Easy 8s. So, having the gym head be the raid, I feel like does make sense if you want to have like a OA MS team themed team. And I can especially see this being something they implement for a situation battle, since we do have the mining city map, which is inspired off OFMS team, and I could definitely see them doing a situation battle in the future with this being the Federation team's raid and the Goof Custom being the Xeon team's raid. I'm actually surprised we have not gotten a situation battle like that yet. I really would have thought that we would have gotten one at least by now, but nope, still haven't gotten anything at least like that for OFMS team. I know we had the old jungle one with the Goof Flight type, but I would love to see a Mining City one. I think now that we have the suit out, I think we can do some pretty interesting things with it. But yeah, again, really just there's a lot of positive opinions on this suit overall. The only thing that really feels lacking with the gym head here is maybe the mobility when you get into 400. When you get into 400 costs, I think there are quite a few raids that are faster than this one, but again, being a raid that plays very similarly to a general, so you're able to stay back and kind of use the rocket launcher and the beam rifle to stay at range. I really don't think that's too much of a hassle for this suit to kind of adapt to. I feel like having the ranged options you have really just help out in that department. Kind of like, compensating for your low mobility, you have plenty of range options to stay back and, casually get closer to until you're close enough to make use of your melee. And even then, the melee damage that you get with the suit is pretty good, especially to supports where you have type advantage against. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much most of what I have to say for the gym head here. Really nothing too extravagant in terms of thoughts. I just think it's a pretty good suit overall. And didn't mention that I have it in the colors of the Blue Destiny Unit 1 here. Since you have the gym style head, I thought it'd be a pretty interesting color scheme to try out here. And also kind of ironic too, since the last video I did was making a red Gundam, so now we have a blue Gundam, so, very interesting there. Also reminds me, we have the red versus blue situation battle, which I don't think is going to be in rotation by the time this video comes out. Haven't played a whole lot of that as of recording, but, from the one match I did play, it seemed like a pretty interesting concept, to say the least. And try to get one more tackle there. Would have been the perfect opportunity to see how much damage it dealt, but it did hit the shield instead. But, hey, it's going to be mission completed. Let's see how we did here with the Gundam ground type gym head. And didn't get anyone on the board, but I did beat my rival. And second place with 5 kills and 1 loss. Not too shabby there. And yeah, that's everything I have for this video. I got a recon drop, Striker Custom, but yeah, that's again everything I have to say for the Gundam ground type gym head here. Again, a suit that I think is actually pretty fun and pretty decent. Even at 400 with its level 2, I found relative success using this suit. So definitely a mobile suit that if you have it, I think is worth trying. And yeah, that's all I have to say for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Gundam ground type gym head. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.